What is up, my dirty South kinfolk? Man, it's been a while. I'm sorry I've left y'all hanging. I I feel bad. I've had a lot of shit going on here lately. Things have been kind of crazy at work. We've been having a lot of distributors and different type of distributors sending either messed up doors, wrong doors. So it's work's kind of carried into home and having two little kids and still trying to deal with work shit. It's been a pain in the ass, but we're gonna make it through it. Also, another reason why I've been absent from making videos. I know I'm like 3 weeks behind. I still haven't heard no Tom McDonald shit because I wanted to be the first here with y'all. Uh, it's the Mardi Gras season where I live. So a lot of my time out on the weekends has been fixing up the Mardi Gras float, getting it ready for the Mardi Gras season. It's fixed up now, so Mardi Gras season kicked off today for us. Had our first parade. Some of y'all might know what Mardi Gras is, but if you don't know what Mardi Gras is, it's basically a Catholic holiday. uh, it, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to say it originated in Alabama, and New Orleans just put a party swing to it. Leave it to New Orleans to do that. But it Fat Tuesday, which is the actual day of Mardi Gras. So you've got different parades that go on before Fat Tuesday, but Fat Tuesday in this Catholic holiday is the last day before Lent that you can eat all types of fatty food. That's why it's called Fat Tuesday. Then you have Ash Wednesday, which follows the day after Fat Tuesday. And you don't have to be Catholic to celebrate Mardi Gras. It's just a good time to hang out with friends, family, and kids, and it's just fun time. We'll boil up some crawfish, some shrimp, whatever. It's just how we do things down here. But we're gonna start it off with the last video or the first video that Tom dropped after I made my white trash video, and it's sober. It's Tom McDonald Sober featuring Mad Child and Nova Rockefeller. Tom's getting Nova back on the scene, I see. Tom's dropped like damn 3 songs since I made White Trash with Mad Child. Hell, he even dropped an album. I think it's called Killing the Neighbors or something like that. I don't know. Um, so we're gonna check this one out. But if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, subscribe to Dirty South Reaction. Hit that notification bell so any and every time that I drop a new video, which hopefully it's going to start coming every week because it looks like Tom's going to be on this every week thing. You will get that notification. Then you can become part of my Dirty South kinfolk. So, y'all send y'all's friends over this way. Let's make this thing blow up. But if y'all ready, I'm ready. I've been dying to hear this song. It's been killing me. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Y'all ready? Sober, Tom McDonald. Let's go.
What up, y'all? My name's Tom. Little while back was an alcoholic.
Hold on, let me turn it up a little bit.
What up, y'all? My name's Tom. Little while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to put me in a coffin. Damn. After the hooker I loved, after I did all the drugs, after I finally got fired for showing up late to the job, hella tired and drunk, after the oxys I put up my nose with my boss on the oil rigs when I was young, after my ex cut her wrists and the cops thought I stabbed her and beat me then put me in cuffs, after I totaled my car trying to run from the cops with a kilo of coke in the trunk, after I drank till I rotted my teeth on my head, got infections in all of my gums, after I couldn't get hard cause the vodka and porno sedated me till I was numb, after I couldn't escape from the basement I rented and went to go live with my mom, after I cheated on people I I needed and lied, trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become. Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, that was deep. And this is what I love about independent artists is they can put out whatever they want to put out and they don't have to worry about a record label saying, "No, we don't feel like that's appropriate," or "No, you shouldn't sing about that," or "No this, no that." Tom just sat here and basically gave us a spill about I think what did he say last year? He had a mental breakdown and almost put him in a coffin. Bro, that's deep. Tom Tom coming out and saying this, and that's what I like about Tom is because Tom ain't afraid to tell you his business because he's not afraid to tell you what he was like before. He's not afraid to show you his come up, and I like that about Tom, and that was a deep verse by Tom talking about just all kinds of different shit, just running from the cops with a kilo of coke in the trunk. I mean that's crazy, man. But I'm glad to see Tom has turned his life around and for the better. But let's continue into this. So I take it they're at I presume a AA meeting. That's what it looks like. There's people sitting around. That's what I presume. I'm gonna back it up just a minute because I don't know. I kind of got caught into thinking about what Tom was saying, and I kind of missed that whole part. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tell y'all this. A lot of people don't know this about me, but when I graduated high school, see, I've had an addiction myself, and it wasn't an addiction to drugs, and it really wasn't even an addiction, but it was an addiction that I consider an addiction. But I used to always drink alcohol. Like I'd get off work and I would just start drinking. What nothing. I didn't think anything about it, and I wasn't a drunk. I wasn't like drinking 2 cases a day or anything like that. But I grew up. I had an uncle that I was really close to growing up, and at 5 o'clock in the morning he would wake up. He would drink 1 cup of coffee, and after that cup of coffee was gone, he would crack open a beer and he would stop. And he would just drink all day until he went to bed, and then he'd start over again. And all growing up, all the time, I said I didn't want to be like that, and I never got that bad, but I always drank. I don't know what it was. And then when I started running shutdowns, working 12, 16 hour days, when you get off, you just go back to the hotel or camper to your camper or whatever you're staying in at the time on these jobs, and you're not from the area, so you don't have friends that you can just go to their house and hang out. Yeah, you got work buddies, but a lot of times, you just go make your check, go home, and so a lot of times I'd go back to the camper, I'd stop by the store, I'd stop by Rouse's or whatever, grab some steaks and put them on the grill, and I'd sit around and drink beer outside until it was time for me to go to bed. But I didn't get drunk to the point that I couldn't go to work. And it just kept on. And, just New Year's, 4th of July, whatever it was, whatever the greatest excuse I could have to drink, I had. And there was a lot of times I did get drunk. And a lot of times I don't remember what happened. And uh, I finally stopped drinking. I rarely drink anymore. I will drink here and there, but I rarely drink anymore. And what made me quit was the day I found out that my wife was pregnant with my daughter. I went back. We was working in Baton Rouge, and I went back to my camper I went home for the weekend, and I went back to work, and I drove back to Baton Rouge on Monday afternoon. We was working night shift, and when I got there, I got to my camper and I got my shower and I got dressed and went to work. And when I came home, everybody in the campground that we went to the shutdown with, they was all local boys that we all knew, and they're like, "Oh, come on over. We're gonna throw some steaks on or whatever, drink some beer." And I was like, "No, no, I'll come over, but I'm not gonna drink. I'm done drinking." And when I found out that my wife was pregnant with a daughter, I said, "That's it." I said, "I don't want my daughter growing up seeing me drink alcohol and shit like that." And I quit drinking then, and I think it was the best thing because had I stayed on that path, I probably would have ended up like my uncle that I was close to, and I definitely didn't want to get to there. So like I said, it wasn't an addiction. It wasn't like to the point where I had to go to AA. I was getting DUIs. I've never had a DUI. I never drove under the influence, and you can kind of hear it in my voice. I'm just thinking about it. It kind of makes me shake about how I lived my life. There was a lot of alcohol consumed, and I'm glad that's gone. I'm still not a perfect person, but I'm glad the alcohol is gone from my life. All right, I'm sorry. Let's get back into this.
What up, y'all? My name's Mad Child. I've been off the Xannies for a while now. I was waking up feeling suicidal, but I think I'm finally starting to smile now. Man, I lived a hell of a life. I've been to hell and back twice. Lost $10 million through different addictions. Don't tell me about paying the price.
This man said he lost $10 million to 3 different addictions. $10 million. Damn, dude. I couldn't imagine losing $10 million. But when an addiction consumes you, that's all you know is that addiction, and you'll do anything to get that next hit on whatever that addiction may be, whether you're popping pills, doing coke, whatever it is. And that's crazy that he lost $10 million, and I presume that was probably in record label money because where Tom or Matt Child, he was a rap artist in Canada, so I presume he was with a record label, and I'm presuming that $10 million that he lost is probably from record label contracts and shit like that. But that's fucking crazy, dude. Losing $10 million. Uh, Again, I'm glad to see Matt Childs turn his life around for the better. But let's see what else he's got to say.
From penthouses with top models, hanging with strippers with pop bottles. Anxious and hiding alone in my room from the world that was pissing in pop bottles. From chart top and being a role model to flop records and lost follows. When I cop product, got a
Yeah, he just said being topping charts, and being a role model. He got hooked on addiction, and like he said, record labels and dropped albums and shit like that. Like I said, that's what I presume. That's crazy, man.
month's worth. When I left the spot, cops followed. Saw a photo, it was only face, cause I was 85 pounds overweight. Mental breakdown trying to catch a plane. Wasn't mad child, I was only Shane. My puppy Lola was my only gang. Had to put my baby in a grave.
Bro, that's deep. He said My puppy Lola was my only game. What he's saying there is that everybody left his side except his dog Lola. But that's wild. And I've said it in many videos before, and I'll say it again. You've got to have a crowd, a certain group around you. And I understand having friends with an addiction can be hard. Uh, to stick by their side, but if you've got the right group of people around you, that group of people can help you get out of that addiction instead of leaving you by your side, leaving you for dead. And then he said he had to put his fucking child, he had to put his fucking baby, or he had to put his baby in a fucking grave. But dude, there's no way I can picture that. And I'm not condemning what he done as okay, but I can understand where he was at. He was in a dark place. He just had to bury his damn child, man. That's crazy. I can kind of understand the situation. I can't understand the situation because there's no way in hell I could fathom burying my child. I would be distraught out. I would probably fall back in that alcohol stage that I was in. So that's, man, that just sends a chill down my back just even thinking about that shit. Mad Child, yeah, I'm sorry you had to do that, man. Bruh, I'm glad you're in a better place, and I hate that you don't have your child, man. I don't know you personally. I just know, listen, I've just listened to your music, and just, man, that's crazy, dude. I pray for you. I know that probably was a while ago, and, yeah, like I said, dude, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. And I hope I don't ever have to go through that. And I hate that you had to go through that. So to see you turn your life around after such a huge life changing event like that, and I just, like I said, I couldn't fathom that, man. Like I said, I feel bad for you, man.
I walked away from every brick I laid so I could build a new wall to keep me safe. I'm finding someone that I know again. I started climbing out the hole I'm in. Fighting demons and I know I'll win. It's time for me to mend this broken way. Life has been hard, now it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever.
So I don't know. That may have been symbolism. And y'all give me y'all's input. They just showed the different people that were sitting around them in the AA meeting disappearing. So me, I kind of think that might be symbolism to them showing people leaving their lives as they're going through this addiction and nobody sticking by their side. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. They said I lost it all and never surrendered. That's it. That's I like that. I like that bar because that's basically showing, hey, I hit rock fucking bottom and I never gave up. I knew that I could pull myself out of this. I never surrendered to the addiction. Yeah, I was stuck in that addiction, but I never called it quits and said this is it. There's nothing more I can do. I'm stuck in this rut, and I like that bar because they're telling you that if I can get through what I went through with like Mad Child having to bury his child, losing $10 million, Tom McDonald being chased by the police or being accused by the police of stabbing his girlfriend, and I presume it wasn't Nova. Uh, if they can get through what they went through, man, you can get through it. I promise you. It's not the end. Yeah, you may be in a dark place right now. You may be at rock bottom. You may think there's no way out. But I promise you, don't give up on yourself. Don't do it because as soon as you give up on yourself, then that just gives everybody else a reason to give up on you. But if you try to fight it, you can get out of it. I promise you that. And that's the thing. A lot of people say they want to get rid of their addiction, but they don't ever do anything to stop it. They don't do anything to fight that addiction. They just say that they want to stop their addiction, but they don't ever put any wheels in motion to get rid of that addiction. So I really like that bar. And like I said, whatever you're going through right now, if any of my followers are going through that kind of shit, uh, my email is definitely open. If y'all need somebody to talk to, I know I'm a complete fucking stranger to y'all. Y'all just watch my reaction videos. But if y'all need somebody to talk to, if y'all are in a dark place, or if y'all just need somebody just to listen to you, there's no better person than a complete fucking stranger, because they're not going to judge you on what you're going through because they don't know you. Um, so if anybody that's watching this video, whether you're a follower of mine or not, please, if you need somebody to talk to, my email, my reaction channel email is always open to anybody, and you can reach me at dirtysouthreaction@gmail.com, and that's reaction without a S. So, like I said, dude, I will always respond to anybody. I will be your listening ear. I, I will try my damnedest to get you out of that dark place that you're in, or whatever you're going through. If you're going through a divorce, or if you just lost a loved one, or if you just lost your child, or if you whatever, if you've got an addiction or whatever, please don't hesitate to email me. I will. I promise you, I will respond back, and I will do my damnedest to help you out. Like I said, 30southreaction@gmail.com. My email is always open, I promise y'all.
When you fall down and the world's closing in, you can get up again.
Man, Tom, dude, you just said it. That's the truth, man. When your world's falling down and you think them walls are caving in on you, you can get up again, man. You can stop them walls from caving in on you. You may not know it yet, but like I said, man, you just gotta have the right crowd of people around you, and you can stop them walls from caving. I promise you. There's always somebody out there, whether you know them or not. Like I said, it could be a complete fucking stranger. Somebody is willing to listen to you and willing to help. And like I said, I am willing to be that person for anybody that ever needs to email me, that watches my video, whether you're a subscriber or not. I promise you, don't fight this alone. Please have somebody help you, whether you know them or not, because you can get out of that rut. I promise you, you can get out. And if these two people can get out of their rut, that means that they had the right type of people around them, and they was able to stop them walls from caving in, and they picked themselves back up. All right, y'all. So we just checked out "Sober" by Tom MacDonald, featuring Mad Child and Nova Rockefeller. Uh, that was a deep, deep song, bro. I like that song, Tom. Dude, that was awesome. I'm glad you put that out there. There, there ain't enough song. There ain't no songs coming out on the mainstream record label that is even remotely close to that, dude. And I've said it in a lot of my videos. A lot of people connect with music. A lot of people use music as an escape to get away from their world. And I think if the right people hear this song, it will help people out. I have no doubt about it, and I am so gracious for Tom putting out a song like this, because I know there are a lot of people that want to get out of this rut, and they just don't know how because they don't have anybody around them. And that this song, I have no doubt in my mind, can help somebody get out of that rut. And I have no doubt in my mind that there is somebody out there in this world that is willing to listen to you to get through this. I promise you, you can get through this. I'm willing to help. I've said it before. I'll say it again. 30southreaction@gmail.com. I will listen. I will talk to you. I will help you. I may not be able to help you financially, but I will be able to help you through the words that I can give you. Uh, so please do not hesitate to email me. I will respond back just as soon as possible. Um, Thank y'all for watching this video. This was a very deep song. This ranks right up there on the top of my charts with Tom MacDonald as one of my favorite songs. And I'm so glad I finally got to listen to it. And but this is crazy, dude. That was a damn good song, and I'm glad Tom and Mad Child could get out of that rut. And I don't know if Nova ever went through anything. She didn't really have a verse in the song, so I'm just glad them two could get out of that rut that they was stuck in and better their life. And it seems like they're doing good. And I'm glad Tom and Mad Child's doing good shit on this album. So y'all be sure to stay tuned. I'm gonna do 3 videos because Tom's dropped out 3 new songs since I've made my latest video, White Trash, I think it was. So I'm gonna do them 3 videos and upload them. Alright, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We'll holler at y'all at the next one. Peace.